Hey everybody, it's Eric, Easy Money Low Flesh for the 7 and Hook podcast coming at you again. Still talking that sweet science on the heavyweight division now. A couple big fights that were announced recently is going to be Andy Ruiz Jr. taking on Luis Ortiz. That's going to happen September 4th. Of course, Ruiz shocked the world with a win over Anthony Joshua to capture those 3 heavyweight belts a few years ago, only to be upset by Joshua in the rematch. So he's looking for revenge, and Luis Ortiz is his target. I'm a little concerned about Ruiz, guys. I'm not going to lie. He left Eddie Reynoso, who of course is the trainer for the pound-for-pound #1 boxer in the world, Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo was expressing concern over the lack of discipline for Ruiz. I don't like that. Of course, he's fighting the Cuban once contender Luis Ortiz, who is touted as being 43, although I think you could probably add 5 years to that. He's been around a long time, and he was once one of the most feared men in boxing. He lost 2 fights to Deontay Wilder. He was ahead of the scorecards on the second fight, but boy, he got knocked viciously out by Wilder. I'm just not seeing a ton of hype for this fight, not as much as the next one I'm going to talk about. But Ruiz, I think that the weigh-in is going to be all you need to know about Andy. If he comes in at a responsible weight, he was 283 or 284 for the rematch with Joshua after capturing the titles at 263, I think he was, or 268. And admittedly, he was in bad shape. He came in at his next fight, I think he fought Chris Arreola at 256. He did go down a couple times in that fight, but he bounced back for the win. If Ruiz comes in at the 250 to 260 range, I think that's where he's comfortable fighting. 280 is way too heavy for him. He's on a 6'2" frame. Ortiz is 6'4". He'll probably come in between 250, 245, 250. This fight could go either way, guys. I'm just not seeing a lot of hype going forward for this fight because I think they're touting the winner is going to fight Tyson Fury, but nobody can beat Tyson Fury right now, and especially not 2 guys who are seemingly on the other side of their career. But anyway, it's one to watch, and before that is going to be the much anticipated rematch with Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Usyk really pulled off what a lot of people deemed upset, except for him. He knew he was going to win, he says. When he took Joshua's 3 belts, which Joshua got back from Ruiz a year earlier, and he won a decision over Joshua. It's tough. Anthony Joshua looks like a Greek god. I mean, low body fat, big frame, 260 pounds, 6'7". But boy, the weaknesses in his game sure have been exploited. And Alexander Usyk, again, an Eastern block fighter. He's won everywhere he's stopped. He won the cruiserweight title. He won light heavyweight, and now he's turned to heavyweight, and nobody can stop him. I think that Usyk is going to be a little bit better in the rematch, and I think that Joshua really needs to bring his A game. Of course, Joshua did rebound against Ruiz and won his 3 titles back, but Alexander Usyk is not Andy Ruiz. And I can guarantee you that Usyk would be in tip-top shape. There is no lack of discipline in his camps for sure. So it's going to be a great match. That happens August 20th. So that's going to be it's going to be on pay-per-view. It's going to be in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, which is the second time that Joshua has fought in Saudi Arabia. So it's going to be a great fight to watch. I think that Usyk takes it. I think it's going to be another decision. But I do think that Joshua does put down Usyk in the early rounds. Kind of surprises him, and I think that Alexander Usyk will take that warning and outpoint the former champion. So for the 7 and Hook podcast, this is Easy Money, Eric Flesh, and catch us on the social medias, our Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page, 7inthehook.com. Later.